everybody. Welcome back to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. I'm Jim Traber, along with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Julie Traber, in red today. How are you?
I'm good. I read this. I wore red in honor of this will come out right after Valentine's Day. So this is technically our Valentine's
You want to
post.
show them your earrings that you've
You
got?
can't see them. I put on
Well, go ahead,
fun
show 'em. Take it off,
Valentine
yeah.
earrings, but the headset messes with them.
Well, you look
But yeah,
good.
it's the one and only time I wear big.
Valentine is a
Body
little bit
earrings.
ridiculous, Valentine's Day. But you know what?
I
Hey,
love Valentine's Day.
do you really?
I love love, Jim.
Yeah, okay.
I love love.
Love. I like that.
You, on the other hand,
Yeah,
we're not feeling a lot
I
of
got
love
to tell you something,
tonight.
people. You are very lucky that something happened today, because if not, this would be a different podcast.
You would see a different Jim.
So, first of all, I have a hard time surviving when I'm not without you. That's just the truth. And today we split up. You went to our daughter's salon because your sister and mama were going to be there, and you bought the little grandbaby. And I went to run some errands. I had to go cut a commercial, and then I went and bought some big time steaks and stuff to go for dinner. And then I went to get lunch. Now I went to McDonald's only because you said it. And I don't know why you said
It's
it.
the closest thing to our house, and it's easy.
Yeah, it was really weird. So anyway, I go to McDonald's and I order my food in the drive-thru. I pull out my wallet, which is not a real wallet. It's a billfold. You know, I wrap a big rubber band around it. And I get my food, drive-thru, give the money, come back, I go home. I get home, I'm all alone. I'm eating my lunch, figuring it out, boom, sitting there watching some television. And you come walking in with the grandbaby, and it's great to see y'all. And then suddenly, I find out that
No, you were getting ready to go to work.
Right, getting ready to go to work.
And that's when you discovered.
I don't have my wallet. Okay? Now, I took my wallet out, gave $20 to the woman in the drive-thru. She gave me $5 back. I upped it for Ronald McDonald to make it perfect. I gave some money to the Ronald McDonald House. And then I took my wallet, and I don't know, usually I'll throw it in the other seat because I don't want to have to put it in my pockets. I throw it in the other, whatever. Anyway, I ate, threw away the garbage because I don't like the McDonald's in the house. It stinks. Threw away the garbage, and then could not find my wallet.
Nowhere to be found.
Couldn't find it at all.
So Jim was losing his mind at work today.
Well, because in 3 days, we're going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
We're going to Kauai. And everything's in there. My credit card, my debit card, my what's it called? What's it called? What do they call it? Not a driver's license now, but what's it called?
The real ID.
Your real ID, my insurance card.
Everything.
I mean, there's some in there.
So anyway, you were really concerned about it, and I just kept saying it has to be in your car. It literally has to be in your car. There's no other explanation.
Well, I looked in the car, and although I can't move very well and I don't get down very low, I did the best that I could, and I couldn't find it. So I was livid. I went into the radio. I did a 10-minute dissertation on the radio about it.
You called me on the radio.
I called you. You came on. We talked. Couldn't find it. So the whole show today on the radio, I was thinking, what
a pain. What a hassle.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Right, I got to call got to get the credit card company to send me a card overnight.
So then he comes home. I go out. I look under every crevice of this car.
Everything.
Which basically, you have to do some gymnast-like moves to get in there in that Prius under the seats, because there is not a lot of room.
It is not meant for a big fella like me. Yeah,
or me.
Yeah.
It's not meant for anyone to go under those seats.
So you looked for the whole car.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there. So the next thing was I went into the garbage, and I dove into the garbage can, and I brought out the McDonald's bag, and I'm throwing out my Big Mac wrapper, and I'm throwing everything out. And I'm looking to make French fries. Gave all the French fries to the little boy. But anyway, I get rid of nothing in the bag, and I'm thinking, I am done.
So he came back in, and he was getting ready to call and cancel the credit cards. And I said, Jim, please wait till after the podcast. I'm going to look again, but you need to retrace your steps. So you did.
So when I got home, I saw the mail person. It's a woman, so I guess I could call her mail woman, down the road. And the people next door to us were getting their roof replaced today. So they had their trucks all lined up
Sure.
everywhere. You know, it was all over the place. So I thought I'm going to be nice to the mail person, and I'll walk out, and they can just pull into my driveway or just stop my
Right,
driveway,
right.
and I'll take it because they couldn't get to the thing.
Sure.
You know. Anyway, I do that. I get the mail. There's nothing in the mail. It's junk, all junk mail. So I directly go with that, and I also get a little box and a water bottle, and I throw them in the green one. The green one is for.
Do you need to be this specific with
Yes,
this
I
story?
do. Yes,
Okay.
I do. So I told you that, and you said, "Well, maybe it's in there." So I go outside again, and I look in the green one, the recycling one, and sure enough, there's my daggone wallet in that
Describe
garbage.
the feeling that washed over you when you
I
found
let
it.
out a yell. I went, yes, just like that.
He
Because
came back in with a little bounce in his
you
step.
don't understand what a pain it was going to be.
I absolutely understand.
It
Yeah.
was going to be horrible. It was going to be horrible.
And the level of complaining that you were going to do for me was going to be pretty bad as well.
Yeah, I would have been
So,
really upset.
I am
Yeah.
super thankful. We then had dinner and said a prayer. Thank you, God, for letting him find that wallet.
I actually wanted to pray twice.
Yeah, we tried to pray twice.
I forgot that we had prayed like 10 seconds before. But anyway, you made a great dinner. Something I don't even like, chicken enchiladas. They were incredible. You've been
Thanks.
craving them, right?
I
know that's what it
love
is.
chicken enchiladas.
You
yeah.
do, and they were great.
And I know that Jay will eat them with me, so it's always an excuse.
Shay loved them. I thought they were good. I had 1.5 of them. They were big. They were
We
good.
were big.
So,
Now, we just got back from our trip. We told everybody we would fill them in on our Vegas trip.
yes.
You were super optimistic last we spoke on here.
Yeah, I got my butt kicked. Yeah, I am. I'm starting to think about this poker situation with what's going on. Matter of fact, I didn't tell you this,
Uh-oh.
but there is a guy that I follow on Instagram in Australia, and he's a huge, huge poker player. And I follow and I listen to all the things he says. Well, he's having a class,
Mm,
and I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it. But
got
it's
it.
not until like May 1st.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do between now and then?
I don't know. Well, there's not a lot of poker tournaments between now and then.
There's lots of them, but I mean, I can go to a couple, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I didn't play that bad. I just got I lost with pocket aces like 3 times. I mean, I don't know what to do. So it didn't go well. And then, it wasn't a very good trip as far as that, but we had a nice time.
Yeah.
You had a nice time.
I was going to say, I had a nice time. We found out,
You
I don't
never
know,
lose when you shop, do you?
I really didn't do that much shopping, but I did discover as we were getting into Vegas that Sebastian Maniscalco was going to be playing at the Wynn, and I love him. He's a comedian
great.
that we really like, and so I talked to Jack and Karen. They said they were in, and so the 3 of us got tickets for that. But I wanted to bring something up about this.
Uh-oh. Look at that
So
look.
we went to see Jerry Seinfeld here.
Right.
And if you remember, there was a time in Jerry Seinfeld's performance that somebody from the audience yelled at him, and they
Right.
started having this back and forth,
That's right.
which was unnecessary, but it was kind of funny, the first comment. Then when the person yelled again, it was less funny. By the third one, I'm like, that's enough now, but it just kept going.
It was about 4 or 5 times.
It was same thing at this deal. This young girl comes in a very inappropriate outfit to be out alone in Vegas.
Now, wasn't she absurdly drunk?
She obviously had been drinking.
Yeah.
But she could walk in stilettos, which is something I can't do. So you got to give her that.
Okay.
But anyway, she's all alone and she's sitting there and she's being pretty loud with the people who are sitting next to her. But then this show starts. Once again, she feels like this guy is talking, that it's the opening act, thank goodness.
Right.
But it's like she thinks he's there for her specifically. So when he would say something, she's like yelling back at him.
Yeah, that's a drunk situation.
And I'm just like, what is it with people who go to comedians and think that they are also comedians? I don't understand.
Well, if there's no alcohol involved, you're just a total idiot.
Yeah, don't do that.
But alcohol can make you do things that you have never really drank.
No.
I mean, you take one drink. It's the most beautiful thing. I take her out on a Friday night. We go to a bar. We sit at a bar and we eat at it too. But we'll sit at the bar and she'll get a lemon drop martini with sugar around the rim, and she'll drink one of them, and she will be
tipsy.
Yeah, a little bit more than tipsy sometimes, but depending on your
I'm
mood,
happy. I get
you're
happy.
very happy.
I'm a
She's
happy
drinker. There's no doubt about that. But she doesn't really realize what alcohol can really do to you. And alcohol can make you do things that you just don't have any idea.
It removes inhibitions, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you
well,
want to.
it got a lot worse. Because at first the people beside her they scooted down as far as they could away from her. But then it got awkward because somebody came in for those seats and they had to scoot back beside her.
Yeah.
And she just kept going. So the fat Jack finally yells, "Hey,
Fat
Tammy,
Jack. Yeah,
shut up."
Yeah, with some other words.
That's not good to do to a drunk person because then she started interacting with him.
But then the crowd was clapping for Jack,
They
right?
clapped, but... they're all starting to jump in now because you can't even hear the act.
So this guy is still doing his act, and you guys are having a brawl going on. I didn't go to this, by the way.
Finally, the security comes over, and he sits down, and he's having a talk with her about, she goes, so what do you want? You want me just to sit here and say nothing? And he goes, yes.
Yes. Laugh.
Yes, that's what we want. She was like, so I can't make any noise.
You can laugh.
He just said, no, you can't. Just be quiet. Anyway, so she sits there a while longer, and then she gets up sobbing and leaves. And then we all were discussing it afterwards.
She was sobbing?
She left crying, and then everybody felt bad.
Did Jack feel bad?
He did. We all felt sad.
Jack did?
Jack felt sad.
It's hard for me to believe that Jack felt bad.
You feel sad when somebody's crying and they're all alone. Then you feel bad about it. But it's such an obnoxious thing to do when you're there, when you pay that much money for a ticket.
Here's a question. When she left, then everything went great.
Yeah, that's when everyone clapped, was when she left.
But see, then you don't need to feel bad. It's her own stupid fault.
Sad.
How old was she?
She's probably 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if she's 30s, then she's an idiot.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get that daggone drunk.
But my question is, I just don't understand. Is that I guess people think because they're known for having hecklers in the show, that they think that's funny or?
Well, first of all, the woman that was talking to Jerry Seinfeld, she wasn't heckling. I mean, everybody loved him, but she was just asking questions in the middle of it when there were no questions.
Right. It was a question and answer time.
Yeah. At the end, he did a question and answer time. But this woman, look, I wasn't there, but it sounds as if
No, but you've been to a lot of stand-up comedy things with me, and it seems like there's always one in every crowd who thinks that they're also funny and that they're interacting directly with the comedian.
Little do all those people know in this crowd that I am the one that's the comedian. I could be the one who goes up there. I should be interacting.
You know what, Jay? Jim has really been talking about going to an open mic night and just giving it a whirl. He thinks he would be a comedian.
Listen, I got a lot of things in my life that are funny. I tell stories on the radio.
You like to make fun of me.
Listen, that's what a lot of comedians do. Did you hear Jerry Seinfeld obliterated his wife during that thing? But you know it's all for show. I mean, you love her. I love you so much. But I told some stories later. I had people messaging me going, "That's the funniest thing I've ever heard." You know what I said today?
What?
I was talking about how this is bad. So people, listen, forgive me, okay? I do a radio show. But I was telling people how you and I wish that we would have been the people. We were talking about my jeans again and how long I wore them, and they wanted to know if I had worn, these are the same jeans I wore to Vegas. And I said, yes, they are the same ones. I've been wearing them for about a week or now. So yes. And then I said, yeah, I wish I would have invented jeans. I said, you know what? I tell Julie all the time, I wish we would have invented stretchy pants.
Like black
about 15 or 20 years ago, because every woman wears them. And I said, now there's some of y'all that shouldn't be wearing them. I said about 50% probably shouldn't wear it. But the other 50%, they're wonderful. I said, you wear them all the time. And I got somebody message me going, I almost drove up the road when you said the 50% of women shouldn't wear the stretchy pants. And then I said, yeah, sometimes I'll get in line behind a woman and I'll see that she has stretchy pants on and I'll go, hey, look good. And then sometimes I feel like tapping her on the shoulder and said, ma'am, however many pairs of stretchy pants you have, you should probably throw those in the garbage because they're not making you look
Can
real
I
good.
just say that probably you should stop talking, because when you say I get behind a woman in line and I think those look really good, that's not great for you to say to your wife.
You know what I mean.
No,
But let me ask you
I
this.
do know what you mean.
Let me ask you this,
Yeah.
me. How many pairs of stretchy pants do you have?
I have a lot of stretchy
Like
pants.
how many? Like I said on the radio today, somewhere between 4 and 8.
Significantly more than that.
Really?
Yeah. They just all look the same. So, but I have different colors also.
No, I know. Obviously,
Probably 8 black ones.
you have 8 pairs of black stretchy
Probably.
pants.
Because they're all different. I have the wide leg stretchy. I have different lengths, you know.
Wow.
Some are 7/8, some are longer.
What does that mean? 7/8.
They're shorter. So they're just different lengths of stretchy pants.
7/8.
The
so
ladies
the long
will
ones
know.
are 8/8. Is that
They're
what
longer. I don't know what that means, but they're longer.
7/8. Okay. Well,
Anyway, I have quite a few stretchy
So I mean,
pants.
if you just how many around do you think?
Maybe 15.
That is unbelievable. 15
20.
pairs. 20?
Because I don't throw anything away. So, like, I have
Are you saying you're a hoarder?
Little bit of a hoarder about clothes
And shoes.
and shoes.
Well,
anyway, let's move on.
I
The
have
other
3
thing-
pairs of jeans that I
Yeah.
wear all during the fall.
Sweetie, you have
and winter.
other issues that I'm not going to go into this evening, okay?
What
So
was that? We got what's the issue?
you spend money on other things.
I
So,
gamble.
Yeah,
Is that what you're going to say?
which is significantly more than my 20 pairs of stretchy
Oh,
pants.
please. You always act like that. It's all
Anyway,
yeah, okay.
I had other things to talk about with Vegas, and you're off on a
Okay, go
rabbit
ahead.
trail.
Oh, well, you got Vegas.
So the
What do you
next night we went to the Awakenings, and this is a public service announcement. This is the new show at the Wynn. It was literally horrible.
Which nobody ever says about a show in Vegas.
Horrible.
What? Tell us what it was
told
first.
that it was a Cirque du Soleil show,
Yeah.
which I love every Cirque du Soleil that I've ever been to.
Mhm.
This one was different. There was a couple really cool acts. So, like, there was a ballerina in the middle of it who was hoisted up on this guy's shoulder. She got on his head and stood on her toes on his head. That was impressive. That was
Yeah.
impressive. I clapped for that. There was also that deal, you know, where they're dangling from the rope. You know what I'm talking about? They do all the twirlies from the rope.
Yeah, that's
There was
impressive.
these 2 women doing some exotic things that were questionable. But that was impressive because, you know, they're hanging by their neck from this
Yeah,
rope.
sure, that's impressive,
I
yeah.
clapped for that. Besides those 2 acts, it was a lot of dancing about, but the storyline was so
Frolicking? Were they
they're
frolicking?
frolicking about,
I always
and
like that word,
dancing.
frolicking.
but the storyline was just so bad. It was so bad. I literally, because Jack and Karen had paid for the tickets, I really wanted to get up and leave. They were sitting somewhere else. I was sitting with Hovey, one of our attorneys.
Right.
He was acting like he was really enjoying it. I mean, he was really clapping and into it.
Hovey.
And I didn't want to get up and leave, but I wanted to leave. So what I did was
People, I can't explain to you how happy I am that I did not go to the show because I would have walked
So
out.
I just scooched back in my seat
Took
and
a
I
little
fell
nap.
asleep.
Took a little nap, did you?
Until I felt my head fell over, and they have these sound bars up, and I hit my head so hard that I yelled. It was so painful.
Sound bars by your head?
Yeah. They have these sound things just sticking out by your head. It makes it impossible to sleep comfortably because if you fall over,
Well, you're not supposed to sleep in there.
it's
They
going to
don't want you to sleep. That's one of the greatest things you've ever
impale
said on
your-
this podcast. I couldn't sleep comfortably in the show that we paid $300 a ticket at or whatever.
I'll tell you how bad it was. Fat Jack was sitting at the airport on the way home writing a bad review on the Wynn website. I was like, wow.
I will tell you this. I will bet you
Yeah.
between now and when we go back to Vegas for the World Series of Poker, that show won't be there anymore.
It should be gone.
Because Vegas, I'm telling you now, if you're not a good show, you will go. They get you. See, Jack should have known because Jack got a room at the Wynn, and with the Wynn, they with the room, they gave him 2 tickets to this show.
Yeah.
They don't now he's
Yeah.
not, and that Jack is a big player, so they give him free stuff all the time.
But usually you have to ask for it. They're not
Right.
just
They
handing
don't
them
just
out.
give you tickets. That means nobody's going to it.
And the place was half empty. It really
That'll
was.
be gone
I've
quickly.
never been to a bad show in Vegas. I was thinking about it.
I don't think there are bad shows
Yeah.
in Vegas. I don't know what they're doing.
Now, the one thing that was going on there that our daughter went to this was the Backstreet Boys. Is that who it
Oh
is?
my gosh, the Backstreet Boys
Sphere.
at the Sphere.
So it was basically
Oh, what a Yardbird festival this was.
what would you say, 20 to 40-year-olds?
Yeah, I mean, there were some more than 40, but yeah, most of
All
them were
dressed
between 20
in
and 40.
white.
All white. People walking around all white.
And they were mostly staying at our hotel.
They
so
were.
It was
It
just
was a
festival.
fiasco.
Yeah.
What a bunch of Yardbirds.
I liked it better when we were there for the Eagles in the Sphere.
Eagles, that was us.
Everybody in the Venetian was our age.
And they were all dressed like we are. Everybody was dressed like cool.
Which meant you didn't know they were going to a concert.
That's right. And then we all walked over together and watched the concert. No,
That's right.
we've told people on this podcast before, and we'll say it again. You have to go to the Sphere sometime in your life. I mean, look, it's expensive, but save some money up. So the Eagles are coming again in February, March, and I just saw on the thing today, April. They're coming again in April.
Well, it was funny because I heard a lot of people saying that they weren't even really Backstreet fans, but they just wanted to go to a show at the Sphere, and they still said it was incredible.
Oh, it's
just to go see the show. What was really funny was Jack and Karen went on a separate weekend, and they didn't know the deal about wearing white. So Karen wore hot pink. So in a sea of white, she's in hot pink.
Do you have to wear white?
No,
I mean,
but they request that you wear white.
well, I'm not going to wear white. I wouldn't go I mean, you tell me to wear white, I'm not wearing white. Why would I have to wear white? It's dumb.
Sebastian Maniscalco did a whole joke about it. Like, he was like, if you went to that and you actually wore white, you need your manhood checked, basically.
I totally.
He said, if my wife told me we're going to go to this concert, but they're requesting that you wear all white, I would tell her, well, then you're going to be going alone.
Absolutely.
And I thought, that is my husband right there.
Can you see me in white pants and a white shirt? We should try that someday and take a picture of it.
Okay.
It
You
should be-
did have
hey.
a pair of white pants when I started dating you.
Weren't they shorts that were rolled up?
Yeah. They were white shorts and
White
you rolled them
denim
up.
shorts I rolled them up because they came too far down, so I rolled them up a little bit. And I look good in
It
them,
was
too,
not a
now.
good look.
I looked really good.
I literally,
Really?
I'm
Because
closing my eyes. I can see it.
But listen to me.
Yeah.
That was my first impression on you, and look what happened.
It was not your first impression.
Well,
If
but it
that-
was the first
if
time you
you
saw
had
me,
worn
like,
that
dressed
to my
up.
to our first date.
I thought that was our first date.
No, I described what you wore to our first date. You wore a pair of jeans and the cowboy boots and the borrowed shirt I never saw again.
I want to know how many couples out there. Please help me on this. You can go to Instagram at Jim Traber or at Traberhood. Okay, Instagram at Jim Traber at Traberhood. I'm begging you, people. Okay, go on there, and I want y'all to tell me how many of you out there. Okay, remember first, guys, what you wore on your first date or what she wore on the first date, and ladies, what you remember if you remember what your husband wore. I would love to hear. If there are guys out there that remember what their woman wore on the first date, something's wrong with you.
Well, maybe she made an impression.
Well, you made an impression on me, didn't I? You did.
Apparently, here we are, 30 years later.
And I made an impression on you.
You did.
And look what I was wearing.
I'm a very visual person, though.
I don't
Like
see how
things
you
like
do
that
it.
stick with me.
I don't have any idea. I
don't
don't even know what I wore yesterday.
I don't remember all your outfits, but the white shorts are stuck in my mind because when I saw you coming, I was like, "Oh no, I don't know what this outfit is."
I looked really good.
Let me describe it for everyone out there. He had on a purple, like pastel color golf shirt with a pair of white
I remember that
long
that shirt.
cargo
Loved it.
shorts.
Loved it.
He had rolled them up to where they were awkwardly short.
They weren't awkwardly
It
short.
was awkwardly
You're
short.
lying.
And
now.
then
Now
you
you're
had on
lying.
a brown dress belt, or maybe black. You had a
Black.
black dress belt
Sure.
with the shirt tucked in, and you have this belt on with
I
these
never
white
would
shorts.
tuck my shirt in. I've tucked my shirt in ever.
It was tucked in, Jim, because you were skinnier then. And he had on
Skinnier?
high top tennis shoes with this outfit.
Boy, I look good.
You walked
Just
up.
thinking about it, I'm thinking,
I-
that's a sexy looking
Here's
dude.
what I remember about you. You did not have a full-length mirror. And so I chalk it up for that. Like you had not actually seen what all this looked like put together.
I've never had a full length mirror until I married you.
Anyway, you came walking up. You must have seen my face because your first thing you said to me was you were like, "Is this okay? What I'm wearing?" And I said, "No, you got to unroll the shorts and you need to untuck your shirt, get rid of that belt." And so you did, and you looked better. But I do remember those
I
white
don't remember
shorts.
any of this.
Yeah,
None of it.
it was.
And you still married me.
I still married you. I saw that you had potential, sweetie. You had
You
potential.
mean like I dress now with these
Yeah,
jeans
now
that I've had
you're-
on for like 7 days?
Now you've turned into my own personal Ken Barbie.
Yeah, that's close.
Okay, should we
I
actually?
guess I'm a lot fatter now too, I guess. You just said that.
Oh no.
I wasn't in very good shape back then. I guess I was. It was
You were.
30-something years ago.
Yeah, you
so
were 30.
I was 30 years old.
Yeah, you were.
You know
young.
what, though? Look at that. Still got that. It's all exactly
Sweetie,
the same.
you still got it.
It's all the same.
You've still got it.
Except that doing that just hurt. That's the difference.
You just hurt yourself.
Just did that. My elbow started hurting. That's the difference. Here it is. There's 33 years of difference right there.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay, let's talk about this because this is our Valentine's Day.
Let's talk about. Oh, okay.
Yes, that's actually what we're going to
Oh
talk
my
about
gosh,
tonight.
Julie.
Remember
Look,
last
I'm
week?
blushing. I'm blushing.
Yeah, I know this is your least favorite subject.
Oh my God.
We talked about this month, we're talking about the 4 types of intimacy.
Right.
And I just, before anyone turns this off, I just want you to know this isn't like a suggestion to overhaul your whole marriage. You can have a great marriage, but just pick one of these and say, hey, I'm going to be better at this one, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to work at
Sure.
this one a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So last week we talked about, do you remember which one we talked about?
Nope.
Great. We talked about emotional intimacy
I
last
remember that.
week.
Emotional. I was there.
This week we're going to talk about physical intimacy.
Oh, physical.
There's 2 more after
Yeah.
that. But tonight we're going to talk about physical intimacy.
Okay.
Any idea what you would say the definition of physical intimacy is?
Loving on your woman.
I thought you were going to say relations.
Relations is part of it, but there's a lot of different parts of physical
Thank
intimacy.
you. You're exactly right. And a lot of couples mistakenly
Only think about the sex part.
put it on one act.
Yeah.
Let's just call it relations for tonight. I don't know what YouTube will kick us off
I'm really
for,
good
but
at some of this, like holding hands. And
yes, but don't jump ahead.
stuff. Okay, I'm sorry.
Here's the definition, Webster's definition.
Okay.
Ready? Any form or desire for close physical proximity or contact that expresses affection, love, or trust between people from non-sexual all the way to relations.
Okay,
Okay?
I'm in.
So really, when you think about it, we've talked about how this whole idea of having sex with your partner, it's the one thing you do that you're not supposed to do with anybody else. But I mean, really, when you think about it,
There's a lot more.
yeah, physical intimacy you shouldn't be doing with anybody but your spouse, right?
Exactly.
Like all the things. So some couples define it in a lot of different ways. They define it differently, but that's what we're going to kind of talk about tonight.
All right.
That
let's do it.
it's all encompassing anything that expresses affection, love, or trust between people. Okay?
Okay.
So, the first thing that you have to remember is that it's about connection and not performance. Do you think sometimes men get caught up in the whole performance of
Well,
it?
of course we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot about performance. Yeah. It is.
But it's really about connection. So how do you get connection?
Well, I mean, I just think you get connection through the other parts of stuff that you're with, you know? I mean, like for instance, if I come home and you've been with the grandbabies all day and I see, you know, you'll clean the house up, which I don't care at all, but you might say, I got something special for you for dinner, or I've done this or I've done that. And those kind of things make me like feel, man, you know, she really loves me. And that makes me feel closer to you, which in turn makes me feel, man, I might, you know, want a little something, something.
Yeah, it's all of it.
All of
Right.
it. Yeah.
So for me, since one of my love languages is
Physical
physical
touch. Yeah.
touch, it's what you did tonight. You walked in the house, you started to go crazy over the whole wallet thing, and then you said, "Hey, hey, come here." And you just gave me a really long hug.
Right.
And that made me feel better
And I'm like
because
a big old bear hugger.
you're a teddy bear. Yeah, you give the best hugs ever. So, physical intimacy is a spectrum, not an event. So everybody's always talking about the spectrum these days. Physical intimacy is a
You
spectrum
tell
also.
people I'm on the spectrum. So.
There's a good chance you are on the spectrum. We
Mm,
just back in our day, no,
yeah.
you're just quirky, right?
Quirky. I like that word. Quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a big personality.
Jamie Quirk. I played with a guy named Jamie Quirk in the
Really?
big leagues. Yeah.
That's
Great
a
guy.
good name.
Great guy.
It's a fun name to say.
It is.
So it's basically a spectrum, not an event. So here we go. Hand holding,
Yep.
cuddling,
Yep.
sitting close. Remember when you first started dating and just even sitting close somewhere and your knee rubbing up against it was kind of sent a little shiver?
Did it?
For me, it did.
Did I send some shivers?
Yeah, you still give me shivers.
I
Did
like
that
it.
do it for you as a guy early on?
I don't know about that. I mean, when I had like I will tell you this, ever since I met you, whenever I have like a big embrace or kiss or a kissing and embracing, it makes my juices start flowing. Yeah. Sure
Okay.
it does.
Well, good.
Does it with you?
Yeah, but I think for me it's different that yes, the answer to that is yes, but I think it's the build up all day long. Like
Right.
it is the hugs, the touching, the
But
just
see, that's physical touch for you.
in passing,
And what is my
it's not
love
just
language?
physical touch. It's
Right.
for this is for everybody.
I understand, but
Okay.
I'm talking about for us.
Yeah.
This is for people out there, but I'm just going to say for us, yours is physical touch. What is mine? Words of affirmation.
Right.
So when you say some things to me, affirming that I've done something good, like you just did with that, you did great when you came in and give me the hug. That makes me
makes
feel,
you want to hug me more.
makes me just feel like I'm really happy. It makes me happy that I know that I made you feel good.
Okay, well
I've told you this before.
yeah.
And this is a little bit out there, but just bear with me, people. And I'd be interested to see if any other men think like this. When I was young, all I cared about was me feeling good.
Hmm.
But now with you, and we've been together a long time, and we've had some different things in our life. I mean, especially with some of the surgeries and things that I've had.
Right.
Now it doesn't matter as much. I want to make sure that you feel good.
I think that's love, right?
I totally
Is being
agree
more
with you.
concerned about the other person's
Absolutely.
well-being.
Yeah.
Okay, but getting back to physical intimacy, that's what we're talking about tonight.
Well, that what I was just talking about has
No,
to do with
absolutely.
physical too.
I'm
But
just
go ahead.
saying.
Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
just
I'm in.
want to get through this list
Yeah,
really quick.
Go ahead.
So cuddling, playful contact, foreplay, and the last one on the list is sex.
Okay.
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 So I think that. Well, let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of a lady named Esther Perel? I think I've sent you stuff from her before. I've listened to a lot of her podcasts. She's a psychotherapist,
Mm-hmm.
an author. She actually does podcasts where you can actually hear her doing counseling with couples
Okay.
and working through specific situations. But I heard a podcast with her and she said something so true. She said in interviews, she highlights that many people say they're just not that interested in sex anymore after they've been married a while.
Sure.
They're just not interested. But she says what they're often reacting to is how it's been experienced. Maybe it's dull, obligatory. Maybe it's, I can't even read my own word here, disconnected. That was the word she used.
Right.
She says that when people say they're not interested, maybe what they're actually saying is that they're not interested in that version, but they might be interested if it was more connected, engaging, and pleasurable, that maybe they would want it then.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's saying is, in a nutshell, it's not that they don't want it, they want it to be worth having,
Well, yeah.
right?
And I think that one of the big things is that you need to do different things.
Yes. You don't get stale, right?
Right.
And here's the other common mistake. Only showing affection right before bedtime seems transactional. So in other words,
Yeah.
maybe you've ignored your wife all day or not been
Yeah.
physical with her. It's just been transactional, like talking about the kids,
Right.
whatever. And it's not
Right.
been physical. There's not been any emotional connection. Because remember last week we talked about emotional connection equals fireworks. So you think of emotional connection as the wiring, and
Mm-hmm.
without the wiring, you don't get the fireworks,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So I think that's a big thing that happens. What would you say to that?
I agree. I totally agree.
And
I
I
mean,
think that's natural with life,
I don't
right?
think, however long you're married, it's always cool to do new things and keep things so that it's not stale. And listen, this is one of the things we've talked about this on our podcast. If people that have been listening to us from the very beginning, I've talked about this many times to the men out there about like testosterone.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just a natural thing. Is it a little bit embarrassing? Sure, it is. But every man loses testosterone. Sometimes it starts when you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
So if you're a man out there that thinks, oh, I don't know, I don't want to be with my wife as much, your wife is going to think, boys, me? No, it's probably you, fellas. Go get help. Go
Well,
get
it
some help.
could be that.
And by the
Yeah.
way, women,
Yeah.
right, with
Sure.
their what's it called? Their hormones. What's
Right.
it? Estrogen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They could have some things too. So if your sexual life is not real good, let's say you're 15 years into a marriage and it's nothing like it used to be, you might want to go see a doctor about it. It could be
Yes.
physical.
That's one of the
Things.
things.
But I
The
just want to
other
throw that
thing
out
that
there.
I would bring up is that it could other barriers to that is stress. I mean, I think when you're highly stressed and maybe you're going through something in your life, aging parents, a death in the family. I mean, there's things like that. Exhaustion. Here's a big one for new parents, people with toddlers. They often see a big decline because you're just
Right.
physically exhausted.
Yep.
Unresolved conflict. That's not a good. That's a bad one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling unappreciated, and then here's a big one. I think is body image. Feelings, like feelings that my body isn't good enough. You know what I mean? I think
Well,
that can
you know what?
happen.
It's good that you cannot use that excuse because I walk around all day and tell you you're fine as can be. You got the most beautiful body ever, right?
You do tell me that,
And
yes.
I believe it. So
But I'm just
that's an
saying
important
this
thing.
for in general for people, these
Sure.
are some other areas that you have to kind
Well,
of
that
work
happened,
around.
for instance, with me when I had my colon
Right,
explode
right.
and everything like that, and I had to wear a colostomy bag and stuff. I didn't want. I mean,
It was a bad time for
thought I
us.
was disgusting, you know,
Yeah.
and I was disgusting, by the way.
No, you weren't. But intimacy problems are usually not physical, they're emotional. It's like what's going on in our head.
Well, I'm just saying you should try that with the physical part. You see what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
see if it is that. But you should also talk
absolutely.
about what's going on,
Yeah.
maybe with a counselor, if you
That or
should be
just with your spouse
with your
even, like
spouse. Yeah.
what you're feeling. Or you can try some of these other things, which is not just springing it on somebody at night, 10 o'clock at night,
Right.
right?
Right.
When they're exhausted and had a long day at work and had the kids and everything. And then you have not been romantic all day. Like there's no
Well,
touching, there's no checking in.
sometimes you wake up in the morning and the wife goes and takes care of the kids. You get ready for work. You come out, you have a little breakfast, you kiss her goodnight, then you're gone all day. She's with the kids all day. Then you come home, she's worn out, you're worn out, you eat dinner, blah, blah, blah. There's no time a lot of times.
Right,
You see what
right.
I'm saying?
But that's where you can, well, we'll get into it. How's
Okay.
that? We'll get
Okay.
into it.
I know I throw things out there. I'm sorry.
No, that's a really good point. But yeah, if affection only shows up at bedtime, it feels less romantic. And research shows that simple hugging, cuddling can trigger the release of oxytocin. We've talked about this. So maybe do that throughout the day. When you're leaving in the morning, don't just do the peck on the cheek, but give her something to think about for the rest of the day, right? And
Hmm.
vice versa.
Yeah.
Or when you come in, you and I've talked about this a lot, that when you come in, don't start in on
This is a hard one for me because
all the stuff.
yeah, I come home and from something and I got something, whether it's your parking your car wrong in the garage to
Yeah.
something. But
You're
I've gotten better at that. Though.
you're a whirlwind. You'll
I
come
do.
banging into the house and you're on to whatever's
Right.
been going through your head while you've been driving.
Yeah, I'm
And
bad about
I
that.
am immediately I'm like, tense up. Like I'm looking forward to seeing you. And then when you come in like that, it's not pleasant,
Right.
you know? So I think it's the thing of just stopping and being in the moment and being happy to see each other
Mm-hmm.
and making your spouse feel like, yay, I've been waiting for this all day.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree. It's being unselfish, basically. You got to be unselfish. You got to think about the other person. You know, a lot of times people I think, boy, I wish my spouse would come over and like give me some loving. Well, then maybe you should go give them some loving. You know, it's not just the other person that should do it. You know, you can do it too.
It's really hard though if you don't have these discussions. Like, you're not a touchy feely person. You've had to learn to be that way with me because a lot of times I would try to, and I still will do that. I'll come up and just start hugging you because I need it. And you'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing right now?
See, now I think
You know what
that's
I mean?
wrong.
Yeah.
If you're just hugging me, I'm cool. But if you start like trying to touch my nipple or something like that, I don't like that.
No, I'm
Come on,
saying,
tell the truth.
no, I'm saying if you're in the bathroom taking your pills and I come in and I just start hugging
No,
you,
I'm okay.
you will literally do that to me,
I just
Jen.
want to take my pills. Let me take my pills.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of rules surrounding when I'm
I do
allowed to
have a lot
touch
of
you.
rules. I do have rules.
Let's be
You know what, though?
honest.
When you have so many scars and
Oh
things
my
like
gosh,
that,
don't
sometimes
even start.
I'm just saying you got to be careful.
I'm just saying that when your
How
love
about this,
language is
people?
not, hold on, when your
Yeah.
love language is not physical touch,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard for the person to recognize that
Hey,
that's needed. I'm
I
not
have
trying
gotten
anything.
so much
I just
better
said
since
that.
we started.
I just
When we
said that.
did that whole physical, you know, the whole love
Yes.
languages, I have become, I didn't know that was your love language. You didn't know words of affirmation were mine.
Right.
But since then, we've done better. And I
We've
think
done
it's up.
better.
I still tell people, read the book, Love
Yeah.
Languages. I mean, I'm telling you, it will help. It's crazy. That guy should be a billionaire. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an incredible book because it's right on the money.
Yes. But it's so, the reason it's so important is because I feel like, unlike all the other love languages, and maybe I'm just biased because it's mine, but when your partner doesn't have that love language and they don't want the physical touch all the time, or when you want it, it feels like rejection. And that is like a, knife to the heart.
I would think a couple, a couple that both of them are physical touch.
I don't know how they'd get off of each
I
other.
would think it's ridiculous. I mean, it'd be like those people you see out in the hallway of a
I don't
wherever,
think so,
just going
because
after it.
my secondary and your secondary is quality time.
Yeah,
And that works out really well for us.
I love quality time.
So I
yeah.
actually think it could be a really good thing for you to both have the same love languages. I don't think that could hurt.
Think so.
Yeah.
Well, if your words of affirmation, you're going, boy, you look beautiful. No, you
No,
look
you
beautiful.
look
No,
beautiful.
you
No,
look
you
great.
look
No, you look
beautiful.
great. Yeah. Yeah, that would be
exactly.
a little bit tough.
Here's what I love about it, though, to really go back to the hugging and cuddling can trigger that release of oxytocin. So that boosts bonding, and it also lowers stress. So just think about that. If you're doing that with your spouse, that eliminates some of the barriers to physical intimacy all day long. You're eliminating stress, and you're bonding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cuddling not only feels comforting, it actually calms the nervous system. And it's what I said today. That literally happened for me when you came in and you were like all bent out of shape, and then you stopped and you go, "Hey, come here." And you just gave me the best hug. I felt my body literally like, okay,
I like it.
just for a few minutes. Physical touch without expectation is wildly underrated. Let me say that again. I loved this statement. Physical touch without expectation, without it leading to anything else, is wildly underrated.
Okay, but
Yeah.
if it's just you and me, and I give you hugs and kisses, I would say that there's times where you're thinking, are we going to keep going? And maybe that's not where I'm going, right? Doesn't that happen?
No,
Never?
no. No. I can tell when you want to keep going.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
You know me that well.
But here's what I
You
was
don't
going
like
to
all
say.
those Traber moves I got? I think they're pretty impressive.
You've got Yeah, you've got some specific Traber moves that I know. Here's what I think. I
Oh,
think sometimes you don't do all of those things because you're afraid that I'm going to think
yes.
I want more,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I think there's
And
some of
so
that
I
sometimes.
miss out on that because you're not. And here's what I'm saying to you. Let me just repeat it for you. Physical touch without expectation is wildly underrated. I love that. I love it, even if it's leading to nothing. I think that there we've like nailed something down here for
Well, what
men and
about
versus
times when
women. Hold on,
go ahead.
while this thought's in
Oh,
my
okay,
head, let
you
me
go
get it
for it.
out.
Go. I'm listening.
I think that for men, they feel like maybe sometimes when you've got the physical touch going on and it doesn't lead to anything, it's a tease or it's a, well, what was that?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But for women, I think it's the exact opposite, especially after you've been married a long time.
See, this is why you women are so weird, man. You really are. It's so weird to be a woman.
I
This is just
guess.
one of the things, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
weird things.
So that doesn't make sense to you, what I
No,
just
it
said.
makes sense, but I don't think our men are not like that, are we? We're not like that. No, we're not. See, every man will say, no, we're not like that. If you start coming up to me, any woman comes up to their spouse and starts, kind of loving on them a little bit and stuff like that. I think most
You
men are
think game
thinking,
on.
if it's just you and me in the house and there's nothing going on, I think a lot of men are thinking, okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Sometimes it's just a hug.
No, I know. Well, then the man feels.
I just like to make out with you. I don't need anything beyond that all the time. It's just
Now, when you say make out, for me, making out is kissing.
yeah, me
Okay,
too.
I'm just making
Yeah.
sure. I didn't think he's talking about hug, then you talk about making out. I didn't think
Yeah,
that's
I
making
like
out.
to kiss you. I feel like you
I like to
think
kiss you.
kissing is going to lead to relations. So there's not a lot of that unless you're leaving the
But
house.
what I'm trying to say to you
Yeah.
is that I think
I'm sorry you're having
men.
to sit through
I
this.
know this is really unfortunate. Men, if you start kissing a woman that you're in love with, things start to happen in your body.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
do they happen in your body?
here is a sure.
Okay, well then,
But I'm totally fine if that we then have to go to work and we're,
well,
you know
yeah. I
what I
mean, if
mean?
the timing, but if there's
Yeah.
no timing problem,
My point is, let me say it again.
don't get mad at me.
Physical
This is just
touch
men.
without expectation
I've heard it 5
is
times now.
wildly underrated.
I
So
got you.
I'm repeating that for all men out there.
Okay.
So
But you're staring at me. Why don't you stare at the camera and tell them? Okay, because if you're doing it for all men, tell them because you're looking right at me.
I'm telling for all men, I think women like that. Like not every time you kiss me, if I think I've got to go through the whole SEX thing, I don't have
Let me
time
ask
for
you a
that.
question. When you were young, were you not allowed to say the word sex?
I'm wondering if YouTube will kick us off. Like I
No,
see
not for the
things.
word sex.
Okay. Really?
No,
You can
no.
say that?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah.
I don't know what the
If
new
you
rules
spell it,
are.
guess what? YouTube's going to know what it spells. It's only 3 words, 3 letters. So I don't think you're going to get away with it. It's not like you're going to go, what did she say?
But anyway, I would be the same way. Like if every time you came up and touched me, I was like, oh no, he's going to want something. You know,
Let me
I
ask you a
can't do that
question.
right now.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
After 33 years of marriage, I'm sorry, 30 years of marriage. Do you believe that we have a good sex life?
Yes,
Good.
100%.
Good.
Yes.
Just want to know. See what people think. Just
But
let you know.
But I do think that that physical intimacy is different than that.
I totally agree with you on
And
that.
I
do.
think
I
it
agree.
took us a long time to get there. So that's why I think it's just
Well, when I
important.
was 25 and 30 years old, I didn't feel that way.
I think it's important to talk about it because
Yeah.
I just think we made a little breakthrough here where you said exactly that you think if that's happening that it's supposed to lead to the next thing.
Not every time, but lot of times.
But maybe other men feel that way.
I'm
and
sure I guarantee you they do.
And we're just letting it be known that women like that, even if it leads to nothing, right?
But
we just like
I
that.
think one of the things that we need to say right now is that communication is an important thing.
Sure.
You can't read minds. We've done a whole podcast on reading minds. Women, you think your man can read your mind. He can't. So if you're hugging on him, if you start hugging and kissing on him and you put your head on his shoulder, say, listen, I just wanted this. This is wonderful. Tell him that. Because I guarantee the man's thinking,
I try to tell you that, and you say that's not true.
well, because I mean,
You always think
should
I'm
I tell
after
him when I
you.
call you?
No,
Okay.
no.
Sure. Okay.
You practically think I chase you around the house.
Well, I mean, look at every red-blooded woman would probably chase me around the house. Look at this. I mean, look at this. How would you not chase me?
Okay, we're gonna have to wrap this up because I'm gonna need to chase you around the house right now.
I can't run. You
Here's the
catch me
last
really
thing.
quick.
Here's the last thing.
What's that?
Desire loves effort. Resentment loves neglect.
That's
So
too
I'll
much
leave
for
you
me.
with that
That's
to think
too
about.
Much. Say it again.
Desire loves effort.
Okay.
Resentment loves neglect. So, in other words, gentlemen, if you would like more of physical intimacy with your spouse, try some of the other things all throughout the day, right?
Absolutely.
Don't just wait till 10 p.m. after she's exhausted, right? Try some of these
I
other
actually like relations in the day more than I do at night. Wouldn't you agree with that?
That's true.
I mean, I think that, I don't know. Because when I'm going to bed and tired and worn out, I don't know, but we actually do it all different times. But I'm just saying, I like daytime.
That sounds like an Alabama song that I like.
Really? The one that dun holler. Is that one? Oh,
I don't
the
know.
Mason
Do they
Dixon
sing
line.
Afternoon Delight? I don't
Oh,
know.
no. That Afternoon Delight is sugar. What's it name? Starland Vocal Band.
Okay.
Gonna find my baby. Gonna hold her tight. Gonna grab some Afternoon Delight. I used to love that song when I was young.
It's a great song.
Maybe that's because, maybe that's why I'm a person that wants it in the afternoon, because of that song. I love that song.
It's a great song.
I love when the harmony. Afternoon Delight. That's a great song.
I think
And
we
then
should
they
end
go,
there.
and they end it like Afternoon Delight. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. I love it.
Let's go listen to it.
Okay. You just listened to a better edition than theirs right now. Why do you need to listen to them? I just tore it up. All right. Great show. Did a nice job.
You like that?
Yeah, we were talking about your body, and I started thinking about something, how good it is, but also you got messed up in a car accident.
Okay. I wondered what that transition was going to be.
Well, I mean, our man J.R. Holmes, he helped you a lot. I say this all the time. I never knew before that a personal injury lawyer, who, by the way, is one of the top 10 in Oklahoma, I never knew before that they had these connections with doctors. And I just thought they took it. They went to court and did what they had to do.
They help you navigate the whole thing.
It was for you. It was unbelievable. Wasn't
yes. It just made all the difference in the world.
And you've gotten better. It's been a while, but you've been getting better. And JR is the man, though, isn't he? JR Holmesy and Associates. He will take care of you if you have any type of accident. All you got to do, call him 405-524-1011, 405-524-1011. If you're listening in another state or something, you can still call him up, get some advice. Maybe he knows a lawyer. The guy's been doing it forever. He may know a lawyer that's great in your state. But we love J.R. Holmesy, and we appreciate him being here on the show. Where did I do my show yesterday?
Tell me.
Rob's Ranch.
Out in Sayre, beautiful Sayre, Oklahoma.
I had 3 people come up to me. One of them, the son of a very famous person that we all know in Oklahoma, who was there and came up. He came up to me and said, I want to introduce myself. I'm so-and-so. My dad told me that you told me all about you talking about this place. And now I'm here. And it just, I can't explain to you.
Yeah.
I've told you this. I really haven't done very much good in my life. You know what I'm saying? For other people. I really haven't. But this is the first time where I feel rewarded.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing for people,
because you're getting the word out about a huge need out there.
You're right.
That
addiction
is just huge and rampant. And I mean, you can't talk to a family that hasn't had to deal with addiction in some form or another.
You're right.
For sure.
No, you're right.
So yeah, if you know a man specifically who's addicted or dealing with addiction issues, I just beg you to get him in contact with Rob's Ranch. And if you think you can't afford it, they do scholarships. They'll help you.
Here's the thing too. On my Instagram at Jim Traber, if you want to send me a message anonymously, I'll help you. I'll tell you who to go to. I'll tell you everything. I'll take care of the whole thing and make sure you're worked out. And if you don't have the money, we'll take care of it. And by the way, if you do have a lot of money, maybe you aren't. Go to robsranch.org. If you go all the way down to the bottom of the page, there's a little thing that said donate. Just push on that, and you can give some money, a little money here and there. Julie and I just were part of a big donation, and we're really excited about it. We love helping the men and the people at Rob's Ranch, right?
Absolutely.
Well, Jewel, good stuff today.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much to everybody. Tell all your friends and family about the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. Also, remember, we are now on YouTube. We got our own channel there. If you go to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast, make sure you subscribe. Get on there. You can watch it all. We have clips that go all week. Jay Pitts is doing an unbelievable job.
Well, honestly, anywhere you listen, if you would like and subscribe, that helps us.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
do that.
get it going. So remember the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week.